Welcome to Infinite Gist.
Gist.
Anyways, we're here with this special guest today. Can you see him without the mic? Is the mic in the way? Is that good? All right. Patrick. Patrick is
I'm I'm a competitive beardsman, as we call us. So,
competitive. What makes it
Yeah.
competitive?
we travel across the world, competing in different competitions and being judged. So, I've been doing it for over 10 years now, and I'm currently number one in the country and number two in the world for goatee. So I just got back from Antwerp, Belgium in May, where I took second in the world for the third consecutive time.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do they judge you besides length? I mean, what else do they do?
So in world competition, so let me start. They've been doing the World Beard and Mustache Championship since 1990, and it's every 2 years, and it's been in the United States only 3 times. It's very popular in Europe, and they take it very seriously over there. So in the U.S., it's been here in 2003. It was in Carson City, Nevada.
Alright.
2009 in Anchorage, Alaska. Which was my very first competition.
When you
And
were 10.
I was, something like that. So,
What got you interested in it? What was that sparked that
so
drive?
okay, so I'm born and raised here in Washington, and my uncle, rest in peace, he was a lumberjack, and he had a big beard as I was growing up, and I always admired and wondered of what was going on, with the big beard. And then my other uncle, he was stationed in Germany. My grandparents would go over there every year when I was a very young child and bring home those nutcrackers with,
Yeah.
and they all had the
Yeah.
beards, and I just thought they were awesome.
But there
So-
was no competition. There was
no,
just to
I was
groom the
I was a
girl.
kid. So subliminally, I just think I ended up with tons of these nutcrackers in my room, and I just thought they were cool. So as I got older, I started to grow some different facial hair and stuff. And when I was roughly in my late 20s, I started growing a chin beard.
Okay.
It was just, this has gone in different stages, but it just started at my chin, and then I gradually worked into like your standard goatee and letting this grow long. And then in 2002, I owned a nightclub, and it was Hell's Kitchen in Tacoma.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we were a live music venue, and we would have bands come from all over the country playing. And in 2008, a young gentleman came in, and he was like, "Man, that's a cool beard. Have you ever heard of Beard Team USA?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about? I didn't even know there was anything like it." And he's like, "Oh man, there's just this cool thing, guys that grow cool beards, and they post pictures, and you should take a look at it." And I was like, all right. And he told me this long story of how he had cancer and beat cancer, and used to have a beard, but
Right.
it was a really cool story. So it was like, I was like inspired to go take a look. Maybe
that's
this
what
was
did
pretty
it.
cool. So I took a look at that, and there happened to be the World Beard and Mustache Championships going on in Anchorage, Alaska in 2009. And that was my first experience at bearding. And I went to Anchorage, Alaska, where there was over 315 competitors from 13 different countries there.
Holy smokes.
And I met some people, some great people there, and it just kept building.
Yeah, yeah.
I kept going to these competitions, and it kept building and building. And so and it didn't hurt that when I went to Anchorage for my very first competition, being a world competition, I took fourth in the world for goatee.
Right.
And I was like, Well, hey, this is kind of cool. You know, drink beer and hang out, and I might be
there.
#1 in the world at.
Now, is it based off of length then?
So in the world competition, there is 18 to 24 different categories of beards and mustaches that they judge on. So they have multiple different mustaches, from your natural mustache to an English or a Hungarian style mustache. And the English is very sharp, you know.
Okay.
The Hungarian is very thick and full, but kind of. Wow. Then they'll do a dolly style mustache is a very popular one, and then they do freestyle. And then there's the partial beard categories, which that's what I'm involved with. So I'm what they call the partial beard natural goatee. And to be a natural goatee, it has to have a razor's width or 4 millimeters between the hairline and the beard and the ear.
Oh.
So that, and then so there's that part of it, and then it just comes down to style, how it looks on you as a person, how well do you take care of it.
Oh, interesting.
And, you know, so it's an open interpretation from the judges, you know. And
have you done like modeling and stuff like that, or
so I've done some
photo shoots?
I've done many photo shoots. I've done a little bit of extra work in some TV and movies and stuff. So
what's the last thing you've been in?
Last thing I did was I worked with David Lynch in Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah.
So I played a woodsman in Twin Peaks. So that
Very cool.
That was pretty cool.
Now, do you have to be careful that you don't trip on it or get it snagged or
right.
On kitchen,
yeah, you lift your head up a lot, you know.
Yeah.
yeah. So
you were like, just pick it up and throw it over your shoulder.
What would you tell him for his beard there?
Dude, I've gone 4 days without shaving, and I barely didn't even look like you at all.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
we need to tell you something then.
6.
Maybe you should try to grow
one. That was
one.
about 1/4 of an inch. That's it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, genetics definitely have a lot to do with it, you know. But this doesn't happen overnight, at any means.
You've been growing it since you were 20?
I haven't shaved my chin for over 18 years.
Wow.
So
18 years.
Yeah, I started growing this when I was 28 years old. I'm 46. I'll be 47 here.
Just keeps rolling.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I just get them out like my nose. They come out my nose.
Yeah.
My ears.
And then on top of your head.
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't. It's all fell.
It looks good, though.
Out. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how do you keep it clean after growing it for 18 years? What does that entail?
You know, I mean, it's not a really tough regimen. You know, shampoo, condition it maybe twice.
Just like you would the top of your head.
Just like the top of my head, you know. And then I brush it and comb it. I use beard oil.
So what do you got here?
Yeah.
You have some products.
He's got stuff.
So, like I said, I've been doing these competitions for over 10 years now, and I've used many different products with different results with everything. And, you know, when we do these competitions, it's all for charity.
Mm-hmm.
We try to get sponsorships or, you know, beard companies to sponsor you and things of that nature. But everything, all the money raised goes to charity. All we get when we go to these is we get trophies and bragging rights. That's it.
Recognition.
You know?
Like I was best wench down at the Pirate Festival.
Awesome.
Oops. And I dropped my glasses. Best wench.
He's so proud of that.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I won it.
So what? This is your product. This is your.
So I'm a part of a company called Live Right CBD, and Live Right CBD was started by a friend of mine, Rick DeLove, and he started this about 2 years ago, in hopes of trying to help his elderly mom who was diagnosed with some pretty bad illness. And
is that you?
That's me. Yeah. So he developed this company here, and Rick and I go back since junior high school, about 33 years.
Wow.
And so when as I was watching him do his thing, you know, through social media and whatnot,
mm-hmm.
and I was using different products and not getting sponsorships and things of that nature that I would hope to get as, being a competitive guy. I thought, well, I'll reach out to Rick and maybe we could develop and I'd never seen a CBD beard oil.
And what is CBD?
CBD is a cannabinoid from cannabis.
Okay.
So, and CBD has a lot as far as hair growth. There's so much that we're learning about cannabinoids and CBD, but as far as CBD with hair, CBD is rich in vitamin E, omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9, and it also contains all 21 known amino acids. So
really, that's why I've been seeing it in bodybuilders stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I don't build.
Well, obviously, just top your head.
So those omegas, omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9, they get into the follicle of the skin, and what they do is expand the follicle, which in turn stimulates the hair, telling it, we have to fill that follicle. So what's happening is you're getting a thicker, stronger hair growing out of the follicle. So, and then those aminos, those 21 aminos, they just put moisture into the hair, so you're not getting the damage, you're not getting the breakage, the split ends and whatnot. So as far as and we definitely are going to expand the product line. Go ahead and take a little, test it out.
Put some on your head, Daryl.
I can't do it.
Just do it.
I
Well,
can't,
here,
because if I put it on my head, it's going to grow
There you
hair.
It's just oil.
So it gives you a little, you can. It's very. It's got a.
So if I took a drug test and I put this on my face, it's not gonna.
So
Okay.
this CBD.
This will keep you from going
contains-
bald.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You should just.
This
Too late.
This
Rub it
CBD
on.
carries 0.03% THC, so literally no THC. So
It's not going to show up.
it
on
wouldn't
drug
show
tests.
up anywhere. Our whole motto, because
So silky.
this product line was started in helping elderly. So our motto is grandma friendly. So
What does it do for the elderly?
well, like our muscle salve there, that's the first product that was developed, which is this. This is the muscle salve.
I thought
right
that
here.
was deodorant.
No, that's a muscle salve.
Oh,
And
okay.
you rub it on you. So that was the first product that was developed. Now, if you've ever seen any other kind of muscle salves, they come into like a little tin like this.
Right.
So,
Right.
and what happens
Yeah.
is you got to get your hand in there and you got to rub it on there,
Get it
and
all
it's
in
kind
there.
of a greasy thing. So, Rick decided to put it into like a deodorant dispenser, where all you have to do is just open up the top, rub it on you, put it right back on, and
Good
it's
to go.
there. And you're good to go. Your hands don't have to get all greasy. It's in the spot.
Have you tried
Now-
this?
Now, Rick
I haven't.
developed this product to help his mom who had severe back issues, and he's fortunate that he's able to take care of her. So he assists her at home, and he rubs that on her back like 3 times a day, and within 10-15 minutes she's standing up and walking around.
It
and-
actually works.
yeah, so it actually works. So
Interesting.
that is something really neat. Then we have a nano hand lotion here, which is great for external, arthritis in the hands,
Carpal tunnel?
eczema.
I have eczema.
That's a great product for that.
All right.
So we just we're a young startup company. It's just the two of us, and we're born and raised here. It's a black-owned company. Rick's a young African-American gentleman of my age bracket, but we're
And this has, what is the 500 milligrams?
500 milligrams of CBD.
Oh, okay.
And if you go to our website, liverightcbd.com, there's a education page on there which gives you the whole. We have a cannabinoid wheel which will break down every cannabinoid that's known right now. So you'll see many. We have a color wheel, so when you go to our products, you'll be able to go, oh. I know what cannabinoid purple and orange are. That's the product line I want. So, so yeah, we're working on some neat stuff. So,
thank you, Patrick. We appreciate you coming by.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate.
Do you have
talking
social
with you.
media or anything people can follow
Patrick Dawson on Facebook, Patrick PT Dawson on Instagram, and Live Right CBD on all social medias.
So who's number one in the world right now?
Well, he's a young. Well,
we'll take him out.
He's a German gentleman. So the last world competition was in Antwerp, and he's the one that beat me in 2015 as well.
All right.
His name passes me right now. Wolfgang.
No worries.
I know it's Wolfgang, but his last
#1.
name. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Well, you know what? Number one's around the corner for
Awesome.
you, buddy.
Thank you. Auckland, New Zealand, 2021.
All right. 2021.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Later.